AITA for deciding not to use my favorite girl name for my daughter like I always wanted because my husband's sister decided to use it for hers. My husband and I 30MF welcomed our second baby into the world a few weeks ago. We had originally planned to give her a name that I have adored since childhood. But then my husband's sister had a baby girl and she decided to give her daughter this name. It came from nowhere because she always preferred timeless names like Elizabeth, Emily, Emma, Catherine, and so on. The name she ended up going for my favorite girl name is Serafina. A lot of people knew it was my favorite, and it was our girl name. When I was expecting our son, we had mentioned it would be our girl name. Even before having kids, friends and family knew that was the name I adored. But I was never fond of family members sharing the same first name. I know it happens. I know it's not the end of the world. Nobody owns a name. I also know that in some families it is very common for relatives to have the same first name. But I personally don't love it. So after Sil had her baby, we came up with another name for our daughter. My LS had been surprised when Sil had her daughter and announced the name. Most people had expected her daughter to be Emily because she talked about that name a lot. Serafina came from nowhere with her. When we announced our daughter's name, the actual name. After she was born, we did get asked why we had chosen not to use Serafina, and my husband told them we had decided to go with something else during the pregnancy because we felt it was for the best. No specific reason given, at least not that he brought up around me. But his mom and his other sister and one of his brothers did make comments to Sil about it being her fault. They said it was pretty clear our change came because she used the name we intended to use. Sil ended up fighting with her mom because it was always clear I was never Sil's favorite person, and she accused her of doing it spitefully. This has come back around to me because Sil has now come for me, saying I should have used the name too. I shouldn't have let her get blamed for stealing a name when nobody can steal a name. I told her I never accused her of anything like that. She told me I didn't need to because the name Serafina was something everyone knew for years that I loved, and then all of a sudden I finally have a girl and use a different name. And it happens just after she also decides to use the name for her daughter. I told her we're entitled to change our minds just like she is. I also told her I don't have to answer to her. She told me I created drama for no reason, and there is no way the change idea came from her brother, that it was clearly me who got butthurt over it. She told me to get over it, and there could have been two Serafinas. She also accidentally admitted she had been waiting for me to confront her on the name. She caught herself before finishing and just went on about how I had changed the name to stir shit and make her family turn on her. She also accused me of using the girls as pawns in this whole thing. AITA?